So let's talk to the Letter Forest tender. Greetings and welcome to the Letter Forest. Displayed here are messages of gratitude and encouragement which folk the realm over have anonymously written. Comes as no surprise, but no few messages are addressed to adventurers. If you wish to peruse some letters, I should be pleased to guide you. Oh my gosh. I didn't know this was in here. I'll go through some of these. A letter from a message board keeper. Many years have passed since we installed a message board on an unassuming street corner. To see it continue to be utilized by dozens of adventurers fills me and my fellow keepers with pride. Like a lodestone, the message board draws people together, and it is our hope that it keeps serving you well as a means to share information. For our humble part, we shall endeavor to maintain the board in good repair while bringing you news that may be of interest. With best wishes, a message board keeper. Oh, are these like... Are these letters from the devs? Or are these in-game characters? Letter from a choreographist. As a choreographist, my job is to create movements that convey specific emotions, such as a dancer's performance or a mammoth's adorable gesture. And though I have the honor of contributing my expertise to etiquette manuals, movement cannot be tangibly preserved in the manner that artwork, such as paintings, can. From the mesmerizing flutter of fabric to the inviting springiness of booze, it all passes by in an instant. In light of this, if but one of my steps or flourishes occupy a place in your memory, then nothing will make me happier. Movingly yours, a humble choreographer. They do. A letter from an etiquette manual writer. One lazy afternoon as I stood by the Aetherite Plaza, I found myself absorbed by the sight of adventurers whiling away their time. Greeting friends who were passing by, practicing a newly learned dance, sitting on a bench and chatting, opening umbrellas when it began to rain, tucking into a loaf of bread when peckish. To the untrained eye, they were doing naught out of the ordinary. I, however, saw the fruits of my life's work, and it warmed my heart. Dreaming of a day when proper social etiquette is practiced by all, be it in a ballroom or otherwise, I shall continue my quest to edify. Courteously yours, an etiquette manual writer. I don't know what that means, but this sounds like some sort of Cody. I love it. Letter from a theater set designer. Dear adventurer, I am a theater set designer, and one who is said to have a penchant for designing unusual props for the stage. Some of my labors of love, it thrilled me to discover, have caught your eye to become little companions that follow you around, or even modes of transportation. To see my creations for the stage delight you off it, even the oddest ones, delights me in turn, and further motivates me in my craft. In hopes that I can continue to delight you all, I will endeavor to create ever more interesting props. Yours in whimsy, a theater set designer. That's so wholesome. Letter from a festival committee member. Dear adventurer, I am a festival committee member in charge of decorating the cities during celebrations. While decorations are an oft unremarked part of the events, some of you have noticed the little touches we apply, such as stray bombs and romantic snowmen, and it makes our efforts all the more worthwhile. As you continue your adventures, it is our hope that the festive ambience we create throughout the year will provide you with joy and respite. Both. Mirthfully yours, a festival committee member. We love every minute of it. We love seeing the weird little creatures becoming minions and mounts. We love seeing wonderful movements. We love the message boards. We love the things we can do. Letter from an architect. Recently, my fellows and I have been taking ourselves around the realm, repairing buildings and roads as well as restoring natural landscapes. This we do as part of an initiative to improve quality of life for adventurers. Yours is a long journey. What little we can do to ease your way, we gladly do. Constructively yours, a humble architect. Oh, the bug pictures. We love you. And, you know, when the glitches aren't game breaking, they're pretty funny. But we appreciate everything you do. Letter from an artisan. You who are reading this letter, I bid you imagine the countless adventurers who call this world home. I dare say it isn't difficult to do so, for that is reality as it stands. Yet we mustn't take it for granted, for what we have now is the culmination of much hard work by full many souls. Souls including your good self. Adventurers breathe life into this world, each one of you giving rise to a grand tale, and I hope you never forget this. Thank you for taking the time to cast your eyes over these words. Wherever your adventures may lead, may you find happiness. With utmost respect, a nameless artisan. I don't know what that means. Are they an artist? I don't know. My heart. Maybe they design like merch. A letter from a linguist. I first set foot on this land 10 years ago. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm crying. I'm already crying. What am I saying? Gonna cry. Since then, I have had occasion to meet numerous fine adventurers like yourself. Many languages exist, and they sometimes act as a wall that divides us. This world, however, is a place where we might transcend that wall and come together in unity. Each and every day, you and yours find various ways to forge bonds. The universal language of the MMO, hops. In so doing, you gain access to a new world as seen through different eyes. And that is what makes life endlessly fascinating. As you carry on adventuring, I pray that you will be blessed with many such enriching encounters. Yours in understanding and unity, a humble linguist. I appreciate that it just brings us back to this list. So we can just go down it. Because I am going through all of these now. Dear adventurer, during the calamity and for a long time afterwards, there was nary a smile to be seen upon faces. Now, however, I often see you and yours walking happily through the city, and it never fails to warm the heart. In my mind, you are the symbols of the new era. No one can say what the future holds, but when I see your smiles, I am reassured that somehow all will be well. Sincerely yours, a humble citizen. That's so sweet. Letter from a theater director. I used to be an adventurer, but in the course of my travels I developed the urge to recreate for others the sense of marvel that I was experiencing. One thing led to another, and eventually I became a theater director. My role is to produce spectacular theater, and nothing is more gratifying than to receive praise from the audience. For a long time to come. I hope to continue creating memorable adventures to share with everyone. Yours in imagination and wonderment, a humble theater director. An advertising Letter from an advertising scribe. As an advertising scribe, I create notices for events and products that you see posted to message boards. Such information isn't exactly essential for adventuring, but I consider it a job well done if people are aware of their options, and I'll keep striving to deliver information that may be of interest to adventurers. Thank you always for your kindness and compassion. I can't speak. Communicatively yours, a humble advertising scribe. Yeah, stop crying so I can actually read. Letter from a guide. In all things, it's nice to be able to make changes to better suit your taste. But by the same token, the more choices one has, the more difficult it is to decide what to do. We began posting guides on the message board as a way to answer questions from adventurers. Before we knew it, we had surpassed 200 items. We couldn't have kept at it for so long without your invaluable feedback. It makes us truly happy when we hear that we could help to solve your problems, even in some small way. Encouraged by your praise and driven by your request, we will keep working hard to serve you. Should you have any comments or suggestions, please do not hesitate to reach out. We always appreciate hearing from you. Informatively yours, a humble guide. Aww. Letter from a gatekeeper. All who set forth must invariably pass through the entrance. And while most will not spare the place a second thought, we gatekeepers think of naught else day in and day out. Our solemn duty is to ensure that all adventurers can enter unhindered, and this entails keeping signs in good repair and pesky fiends at bay. We're especially attentive when we throw open all entrances at once following large-scale maintenance works. I love that. Inspired by the eager expressions you wear as you set forth anew, we will continue performing our task to the best of our ability. Vigilantly yours, a humble gatekeeper. Oh no. Letter from a playwright. A stirring story needs a formidable antagonist, one who stands in the protagonist's way and causes them sadness and suffering. When the heroes finally overcome that foe, they will know a joy that is as sweet as their struggles were bitter. Those who share in that joy will go on to become friends true, their bond transcending age, station, and nations. In order to create such depressing lows and soaring highs, I will strive to conceive of more compelling antagonists. Oh no! Oh no! Dramatically yours, a humble playwright. I think that's a threat. A letter from a theater composer. As someone who composes music for the stage, nothing pleases me more than to hear that you are moved by my work. I am also humbled to receive your words of appreciation for the concerts we hold and the orchestrion roles we release. You are my motivation, spurring me to continue composing music that brings the story to life, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Yours in the melody, a humble theater composer. This game turns me into a big baby every time. Letter from a theater sound designer. From swords slashing to armor clinking, from water running to leaves rustling, I have the pleasure of recreating for the stage the various sounds that can be heard in our world. It is a challenge and a thrill to produce these sounds. We draw inspiration from the knowledge that they are heard and appreciated by many. However, the sounds of a play isn't limited to that which we ourselves create. No, they also encompass those made by the audience and the players. It is a collaboration between us, a joint performance, and it is my hope that we can continue filling the world with sound together. Acoustically yours, a humble theater sound designer. Here we go. The last one. Letter from an adventurer. I'm but a faceless adventurer, one of those who have been in the business for a while without standing out. Recently, Menacing towers appeared across the land, in the wake of which frightening phenomena broke out, the final days or sunset. I don't know how you fared during that time, but if truth be told, it was a little overwhelming for me. Gods know I struggle to get by even without apocalyptic threats to worry about. So many things don't go the way I hope, and I often find myself frustrated and discouraged. Full many times I've wanted to give up, to turn away from everything and everyone. But every time there has been something that has saved me. Be it an awe-inspiring view, or a kindly stranger, something has given me the strength to take another step. So come what may, I intend to carry on as far as my path leads. I won't surrender, and I pray that neither will you. Yours in perseverance, a faceless adventurer. So many tears. Okay, so that's the letter Forest Tender. So many letters of gratitude. I should write something too. That's no, I owe a lot of people.